somehow Coach Higgins seemed to think that you guys had the better end of it today. How do you guys make it competitive to try to beat the offense every day in practice?
Just bringing the same intensity every single day. We go by dark side, so just bringing that same energy, never lacking on the play. And even if we do end up messing on the play, it's always the next play mentality. What's important now? We don't stay and continue to worry about that same play that happened. We just move on and get better on the next play.
You guys kind of have a different identity for the defense every year. Dark side. Talk to us about what does dark side mean in terms of how you play into that energy on your defense.
Just mean guys that just want to go hit somebody. The defense, man, we going after everybody's head. So just bringing that same intensity, that killer mentality, man, that's just what we run by.
Is it a little bit different? Because one thing that has been the same, at least the last 2 years, I don't know if you guys are still using it, but I've been told about the chain gang mentality on the front four. What's that like for you and the other defensive linemen?
I mean, the chain gang mentality, it's always been the same mentality. Coach LoPorto has done a great job with us, making sure that we bring the energy. And me and a couple guys that's going to speak, we always try to just go around the room and just make sure everybody got their head on their shoulders the right way. Every day is a blessing to be able to come out here and play the game of football. So we can't take a day off for granted, and we got to bring the same mentality every single day.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Dakote, you're a guy that played a lot of snaps last year, but you got a chance to compete for starting snaps this year.
Yes, sir.
How has that adjusted, like how you kind of comport yourself and the standard that you expect from yourself?
I expect a lot of myself, and so does my teammates as well as my coaches. So me pouring myself into everything that I do is necessary, and it's always needed for the team, for the sake of the team, and just for the team's help.
How do you feel like the team bounced back after an off day and getting set for week 2 of training camp starting today?
I think we did an excellent job. We started a little slow on defense, but after the first period or so, we locked in and we got it together and we came hard every play.
What is the number one lesson you feel like you learned last year, being one of the guys that was not a starter but played a lot of reps, that you can take in that's going to make you the better player this year if you are able to start?
Just knowing that my circumstances aren't what's going to be governed and what's going to be what I am. My circumstances are not who I am. It's my choices, and me getting up every day and working hard and putting the effort in, that's what's going to separate me from other guys and make me stand out.
Do you feel like you've kind of got an understanding, being that you've been here for so long, of kind of what the expectations are in training camp?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely standards that you got to keep every day. I mean, you got to work hard, you got to push it, and there's nothing less, nothing more. You just work. That's all it's ever been, is work.
You have been a guy that has come in with limited opportunities the last couple of years and definitely shown bright spots. How do you feel about getting an opportunity to compete, if not win a starting spot, and be able to showcase your talents fully this year with even more of a load of the snaps?
I mean, I think everyone has highs and lows. You definitely try to eliminate the lows and bring up the highs. And there's a lot of talent, a lot of young talent, a lot of guys who've been here, a lot of guys fighting for spots. So it's just every day you work hard and try to do your best.
How do you feel like the dark side defense is coming together as a unit of 11?
I think we're looking pretty good. I think the communication's working really well. I think the D line's doing great up front. And I think all together we got one goal in mind. We're getting to it. So.
Thank you, sir. What's it been like for you coming in kind of as a new guy to the program and kind of seeing how everything works with the culture Emporia State has?
Well, I mean, I'm not necessarily a new guy. I mean, I've been here a little while, but, just coming in, all the greats before me, like, Jordan Williams, Rafe Goucher, Rylan Miller, I mean, CJ, he's really kind of showed me the way, led me the way, and it's been really cool.
What's it been like to kind of wait in the wings and learn from those guys and now have a chance to put that into practice and earn yourself more snaps this year?
Oh, it's been awesome. Rylan Miller, he's one of our strength GAs now, so he's still out here at practice, and he's on the sideline. I'll come off, and he'll be telling me, something else that I should have done that play, stuff like that. So, even though he's, a strength GA, he's still out at practice, still helping me, so he's definitely pushing me forward too.
What's it like to have Coach LoPorto leading this unit?
Oh, it's awesome. I tell all the young guys, I say, that's the best position coach you're going to get. I mean, meetings, a little laid back, he's not going to, scream and yell at you in meetings. He's going to coach you and get you better, make you right.
Thank you, sir. Well, Coach Higgins seemed to think that your group in black seemed to get the better end of it today. What did you see from that group that allowed them to maybe win more than they lost today?
Well, one thing we've talked about all offseason is just adversity, uncertainty. You never know what the day's going to bring. But, offense won the first session of the day. We did a little competition there, and they won it. And I was proud of how the guys responded. You can't control what has happened. You can control going forward. And, I felt like our guys refocused, stayed together, and that's important, and competed. The result will take care of itself at that point.
It seems like defensively, not necessarily a ton of starters back, but it seems like you've got a lot of experienced guys that rotated in. Certainly C.J. Adams is a starter returning. How do you feel like that front four is coming together? Yeah,
it's a really good group. I lost Rafe and Rylan, who are 5-year guys, 6-year guys, have been around the program. And so the fun part about this year is new guys, right? Different guys, different roles. And so you see a hunger, you see a drive, you see a want to from younger guys because they see opportunity. And so it's been fun. It's a dynamic group. I think, you're going to see a lot of different actions from them. They're going to be better at different things than we were in previous years. And, sky's the limit, but excited.
With so many new guys defensively as the defensive coordinator, has there been a change, or what, I guess I'll ask it this way, what has been the emphasis, being that you have a new group this year coming in versus the experienced group that you've had kind of the last 2 years?
The number one thing we've been talking about on this side of the ball is control what you can control. Attack every opportunity. Be aggressive. Don't hesitate. And believe in your opportunities and believe in your ability. And so I think our guys have been doing that. And then the biggest piece of that is coming together. When you have a lot of different faces and a lot of different backgrounds and a lot of different roles, there's going to be animosity. Brothers are gonna compete and going to get frustrated. But at the end of the day, we got to stand back to back. And I think through 7 days of practice, it's coming together. We still got a long way to go. But we're fast. We're talented. We're excited. We're hungry. Can't coach those, and so I'm excited about the group and excited about just opportunity. And we're not guaranteed anything. Just guaranteed the next one and just go compete and fight. And I know this about the group is they're going to do that. So I'm excited about that.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. Coach Higgins. Well, Coach, you said after practice you felt like the defense maybe won overall today. What made you think that, and what did they do that kind of caught your eye and made you happy?
Well, it was really just kind of there at the end of practice. I think throughout practice, we had some big plays early on, but there's always that at the somebody. If somebody's having a good practice, that means the other side's not having a really good practice. So I just thought there at the end we got a little sloppy, with just attention to detail with like no huddle mechanics. We couldn't get in a rhythm, those sort of things, and that's where we struggle offensively.
I know you're an offensive guy, but I know you do love to see your defense make plays. How do you feel like this defensive unit's coming together this year?
I think there are bright spots. There really are, where guys are making plays. I think where we're very strong at, Blake, is we're very fast. Very, very fast defensively. And you can make mistakes if you got some speed and overcome it. So I think right now our big thing is just kind of limiting the big plays that's happened. But, I think they're playing with great effort. I'm seeing that out there. And we just have to, as coaches, keep coaching. Everybody does. Just keep coaching really hard right now with this team, just with the new faces. We're very talented. We're very athletic. But there's just so many little attention to detail things we got to get better at.
I don't know if that's a new shirt you're wearing or an old shirt, but it says –
You like it, don't you?
Yes, I do. ESU versus everybody. What's the mindset and the mentality behind
Well,
that shirt?
It's what it is. Just like whoever's in front of us, whoever we're playing is we got to be ready, and it's us against the world. All right? We just got that mentality. We play with a chip on our shoulder. Blake just kind of really emphasizes that maybe a little bit more. We have chip on the back of our workout shirts on our shoulder. So anyway, that's just kind of our identity. I think it just trying to have a little bit of that tough mindset.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yep.